All right, we'll go part 2 of the P Sport 150cc Chinese scooter. I've got the gas tank out, which used to be right up here, setting right there. The plan is to put it in between this and this bar. I'll be cutting this bar out. Think I can move it far enough forward so it'll set right in there, and then I can probably still make use of these 2 forward mounts. I got a mount on each side so I can run a crossbar. If I have to move that one back a little, I will. Just move them back and weld them back in. A lot of tab removal coming up too, because all this stuff that was the pair system, the PCV valve recirculation thing, removed it. I'll be removing this, and in an attempt to I'll cut these off and this off and move this down underneath. I'm going to maintain the same tail light and turn signals for now. The idea is not to spend any money, so I think I can get them down lower. I got a lot of room here. I mean, the whole suspension travel is only that much. So I'd stick this underneath. The seat's going to end up back here, which will get it back and lower. Don't know what I'm using for a seat. May end up having to clip these and fold them down to get the right angle, or either that or weld something across so the seat sits somewhat level. But this and this coming off, this is coming off, this is coming off. This will come off, getting rid of the vacuum fuel shut off because I won't need it, because the tank's going to be down here. And I've got one of these pulse pumps. Use them on lawnmowers a lot. I'll be using the valve cover vacuum. It's actually not necessarily vacuum, it's a pressure pulse that you get on top here that'll vibrate the diaphragm in this thing and pump gas. See how that works. Probably end up removing these guys too. This is where the storage compartment used to sit down inside of this, under the seat. I might be able to save part of that by slotting that storage compartment, pushing it down in here. I don't know if it's going to fit, and then cut it off, put a new bottom in it. What else? Really don't have it tore apart all that much, just moving fuel down here. Gonna use my same stock air cleaner because I live on this dirty road. I don't want to put some crap air filter on it. Get rid of all these cheesy welded on brackets. Leave that plastic on there for now too. Eventually find a headlight and remove that, put an LED headlight of some sort, but it's got to be cheap or free. So yeah, it looks kind of like a mess. I guess it is, but it wouldn't take much to have it running again. Oh, and then because the battery used to be down here, I believe the battery's going to end up right in here. I got a lot of room between these two and here, and something good to weld to. I'll weld some sort of a basket. That part of the deal is I don't want to make a battery holder that's any certain size, because I've already had 3 different size batteries in this. Whatever I have that's I'm not using somewhere else, I stick in. So I'll probably make it too big, and then just I can use whatever junk batteries I have kicking around. But that's where I'm at. Oh, and then I got this thing, which is not mine, Italian 550 V-twin. Very exotic piece of equipment. Others changed the starter on it and then ended up with no panel lights, no fire, although the starter would spin. Was concerned about a ECU being puffed on it, but turns out it wasn't. A misplaced ground. And I can't get it back going until I get a replacement for this. It's got an electric fuel pump. Anybody that's seen these before, you got to squeeze them and pull them apart, and they're plastic and they break, and this wasn't the best one, and they shouldn't be plastic because you're limited to how much you can lift the tank up when you're unplugging it, and then people stress it and break it. So I'm going to try replacing this, carefully drilling this out and pressing another one down in there of maybe better quality. So anyway, that's it. I think that's a 2008 550V twin. De-restricted, they're over 70 some horse, and I think they're under 300 pounds wet. Sweet bike, but the Italians sometimes don't get all the incidental stuff right. But don't want to make anybody mad. If somebody gave it to me, I'd take it. Alright, that's it. Done for now. Maybe I'll get some video when I get the gas tank back in and the fender moved. I got like 3 major operations there. Move some braces, weld them back in for the tank, remove the bracketry for the tail light, re-weld stuff underneath. I guess figuring the seat out will be the last thing. I can always put a board on it and test ride it after that. Alright, over and out.